Yeah. Yesterday we discussed, sir, till yesterday we discussed what is a component, a basic one. In the Angular you will understand the structure when what is a basic component, sir. And you will also understand every component whenever you create, you have to tell the component to the module. Okay, module will, you have to inform to the component to the module, sir, because all the modules, see, all the components or the sub modules or services, everything has to inform the main module. Okay, now after this you have something called uh, no uh, how the data binding means how data transfer from component to template, or or template to component. How data transfer from component to template or the template to component, sir. Along with this we also seen what is data communication. Now data communication means you will see at the rate input, which is used for, what is the use of at the rate input? At the rate input is used for parent to communicate to child. Parent will send the data to the child, sir. Okay, in that case we will use at the rate input, sir. What if you have at the rate, what if you want to send child to parent, child to parent child to parent can be done using at the rate output, or at the rate view child, or view children. Along with this, you can also do it using reference variable. You can also doing using reference variable, sir. Okay. So now these were the things we discussed till yesterday, sir. Now today we are gonna see some simple project. We will do one simple project, and then we will also do what is directive and all the things. Okay, we have to understand directives, pipes, and all the things. Uh, okay, let's start it then. Mm. Okay, let's go to VS Code why it opened this. VS Code open folder. Delete. At the end of yesterday's session, I have mentioned this, and I'm mentioning it again, everyone. Okay, so here you already have the notes in the drive. If anyone is not having the drive, you can get it. Okay, so for Angular we have one drive, sir. If you see it clearly in the Angular drive, I mentioned it here. Okay, Angular 16 ppt, or at the same time you will see you will see the communication between the components file, where you will have all the communications like input and at the rate output and the view children and the reference variable. Till now whatever we discussed are there. Okay, one way data binding and two-way data binding files are there. Okay, yeah. If anyone voice my voice is not audible, please let me know, ma. Okay, so that we will do somewhat better. Let's do directives and then we'll think about one project. Let's go here. Sometimes the voice may break because the internet issue maybe. Okay, so if any time happens, I will repeat it again. Okay, now can you hear me now? Okay, I'm going into the main website, sir. Angular.dev. We are doing the 16th version, so which is angular.io. If I go here, if I type here directives, yeah, I type here directives. The internet is so slow, I think. Directive, it is getting slow. I will only do it then. Directives. Now, let's see different directives, sir. I think there is a change in the 17th version for the directives. I will tell both the versions so that you can see it. First, learn the 16th version or before the version, sir. Okay. For some people, audio is not coming. Please let me know. Okay. For some people, is audio is clear only, right? Yeah. Okay. For some people, it's clear. Okay. Good then. Now, directives are directives are a powerful feature in Java in Angular. So actually, till now you did not know that many directives which you already used. I will tell you actually. What is this directives will used for? This directives will allows This directives will allows you to create or manipulate the DOM dynamically. So not statically. You can create or manipulate the things in the DOM dynamically using this directives, sir. Okay, actually there are three types of directives uh, in Angular. There are three types. What are they? First one, which is main, actually structural directives. Structural directives. Second one, actually property directives. We already know these things. I will tell you when we come to the property directives. You will also understand it. What we know already. And third one, custom directives. That means we can create our own directives also. That means understand these are the functions which are already there in the by default in the code, and using these things you can do dynamic kind of operations. Using these things you can do dynamic kind of manipulations in the DOM, sir. How do you do that, sir? Okay, what does it mean by structural directives? Structural directives are nothing but you may have seen in your programming languages. I hope you all are from JavaScript. You all know basic JavaScript. If you know basic JavaScript, you will understand these things like in JavaScript or any other programming languages. You will have these things: if, for, switch. Do you guys know these things? If, for, switch, how you do that loop? if loop or switch loop or while loop, something, some kind of things. So these things, how to do these things in your Angular. Okay, how to do Angular, this kind of things is actually what we are going to learn today. Okay, yeah. There is no while do while actually in the template. In the template, we won't have while and do while. Okay, we will go with for only for all the loops. We will see it anyway. So first, let's discuss our structural directives. Structural directives, structural directives are responsible for, these structural directives are responsible for altering the structure. Okay, how it looks like, how they look like, to we can alter them, altering the structure of the DOM. Alter the structure of the DOM by adding, removing, or manipulating, means changing or updating kind of one. Okay, DOM by uh, uh, adding or removing or manipulating the elements by some conditions or conditional rendering. Okay, or conditional rendering. Okay, most basically we use it ng if sir, ng for, but we also have something called ng switch. Okay, so we have three things. One is, you will put this asterisk sir, this is very important actually. Ng if, you have ng if sir, you have ng for sir, ng switch also, ng for. Sir, this is the syntax. Whatever the syntax I'm going to tell you, this all, these three syntaxes are actually for till Angular 16. Angular 17 change these syntaxes, and I will show you how the Angular 17 looks like also. But till Angular 16, why we need to learn? Because majority of the companies, when you go for job, their code base will be till Angular 16 only. It won't be updated to 17. So you have to learn these things first. Okay. No. Let's start it, sir. Let's go here. Till now you understood basics of the things. Now I can explain you more and more better now. See, CD Angular. I'm going here. Now let me write it here. Uh, Create one project. How to create one project, sir? Ng generate application, because already I am in workspace. Workspace means package.json and all the things are there. Okay. So ng generate application, and I'm creating a new application, sir. What is the application name? Let's go with application name as structure. Okay, now inside this structure, let me give it here, structure, and standalone equals to false. Standalone equals to false, so then only you will get the modules and all, sir. Okay, so which one you want, which style sheet you want? CSS, sir. Some people don't know what are these things. What is it mean by server side rendering? What does it mean by static side generation? Okay, or static generation means pre-rendering, before only it will run. See ma, for example, how these things works in the initial classes, I have told you this. Let me tell you one more time. Now whatever the browser is there, this is called client, and server means somewhere it will be there. Okay, see, when you run your website, your server will be hosted somewhere. maybe GoDaddy or some AWS or some Azure or somewhere your server is their website server, and where the user will see in the client in the browser. So what will happen in real time is, in the browser they will check for some file. Okay, whenever I type it to google.com, google.co.in, then what will happen, the client will request the server. Okay, whenever you type it google.co.in, then immediately client will send some request to the server that so and so google.com we want. Okay, it sends some request, sir. Now server will respond, and this response what it will do, it will send you HTML file, it will send you CSS file, it will send you JavaScript file, and your browser will take this three all and will render on the browser. That means it will browser only will combine your HTML file, your CSS file, your JS files, and will make it a brown tree and will show you on the screen. But but what is the problem in this? The problem in this is your browser is taking more time to show the page. Okay, now your server, based on your server speed, server is giving quickly, but still your browser is taking more time. Okay, now imagine I have a speedest servers in the internet, but still my website will be slow based on the browser the user see. Okay, now I don't want it. What I want is, I will put it my website loading in the server only. Okay, that means instead of sending HTML, CSS, JavaScript, server only render whole file. Server renders everything, and then whenever it renders, sir, it will send you whole HTML file directly. Complete web page it will send it. Okay, what is the advantage with this? Advantage is, then user see in any browser, my website will be fast only. But problem here is, I have to maintain the server very fastly. If my server becomes slow, automatically it will be slow for everyone. Okay, that concepts are called server side rendering. Static site generation is like, one default template will be generated. Okay, by default. Okay, that is called static site generation. Okay, for this time I'm giving with yes. Every time I will say no, na, this time I will say yes, so that we will see how it will look like. Okay, and I will show you the difference also. So slowly when you do this kind of experiments, ma, you will understand these things. Now package installation failed. Why? Okay, only one file it is not able to take the, because only one file is there, it is not able to take, I think. Okay, server side rendering. So when we create a new application, I will show you how the server side rendering will be there. Then we will do that also, don't worry. CSS, no, because see, the problem here is this, it is showing running outside. See, Aditi Raj, if it is showing that running outside the project, sir, the outside the workspace, that check your, check the folder which you are working on. Okay, project name already exists. Where is the project? Okay, already the project exists. So delete the project. Yes, yes. I deleted it again. Now run it again. CSS. Do you want it? No. Why it is saying it? Maybe in the cache it will store. See? No. You want it is saying it here. Structure if. CSS. No. No, Aditi Raj, if it is in the same folder, it won't do that. Why package installation is getting failed every time? Ng generate application name, and you will write it the standalone equals to false. Clear. Okay, I just cleared everything. I wrote it standalone equals to false correct only na. Spelling is also right only, standalone equals to false. It is created na. Then why it is saying it is false? It failed. Let me run it. Is it working nicely or not? ng serve ng serve structure if. It is running also. Then okay, it is showing me that it is stopped, but it created nicely. See, module is created. If you see it clearly, see we have our module, sir. We have our component file, specs file. I don't need any spec file, so I can delete it. We have css file which is empty anyway. Routing file, you don't need any routings here till now. Okay, so uh, I can just unnecessarily things I can delete it. This app route also, in that whatever the routing is there, I will just delete it. Routing deleted, routing deleted. Now no errors. Application. Now we have one module and we have one component. Now if you see here, router outlet is not a known element. Okay, I know that. Where is that router outlet? So go here, template, and just delete it. Now let's write here div. Let's write here h1 angular main html, angular main component. So simple, na? Now let's do one by one, sir. Okay, let's do all the switch and all the things, sir. Angular main component came, but sir, you see, this is the point. Page reload is client. Okay, here client side rendering is happening. Okay, when we say the server side rendering, yes, it will happen in server side. Okay, anyway, now first one, sir, ng if. How this ng if will work, sir? We will discuss all of them quickly today. Same, like I think most people already know about if loop and all. Okay, so that's why I'm going with it. And in case for the people who don't know, I'm just giving you a simple backup. ng if directives, okay, works like normal if ng means angular. Okay, so angular if, it is a directive, sir, you have to put that asterisk. Okay, normal if it works in the template file. Sir, this is the interesting file. The point is, sir, in TypeScript you have if loop, for loop, while loop and all. You said it like in JavaScript, whatever you can use in TypeScript also. So that means in the component file, sir, in the component file you can write it whatever you like it. You can write if loop, or you can write for loop, you can write while loop, your wish. But can I write if loop inside the HTML? Anyone? Can you write if statement inside HTML? Can you write for loop inside the HTML? Is it possible? No. You will not write normally in HTML for or if, but in Angular you can do that. Everything you can do in HTML only. That's why these HTMLs are called templates. And that is the directive. Directives will give you access directly. DOM elements can be manipulated. Okay. It it works in template. Okay. What it will do? It conditionally adds or removes elements from DOM. Elements from DOM. Okay. Based on something called truthiness. Like truthiness means true or false expression. Okay. How do you do that, sir? See this Angular main component is there now. Now let me write it here. One more component. Now if I write it here, paragraph. This is my component. Something my component. Wala something is there. Now I want this one to apply sometimes and I want this one to not apply sometimes. Imagine you are an admin. Okay. If you are an admin, I want you to say it like this. Okay. If you are an admin, I want you to say hello admin. Okay. If you are not an admin, I don't want this to say this. I don't want this one to come. Okay. Then how do you do that? How do you do that? That is ng if. Okay. Now we will do it, sir. Now let's go here. Let's take one variable. Is admin equals to true. I'm giving it one value which is admin. Now here I'm just saying it. Here if I say it ng if which is equals to is admin. That's it. See what I wrote? I said it. This paragraph element can be manipulated in the DOM. That means it will be in the DOM. It will be in the DOM or it may not be in the DOM based on the truthiness of this object. Now, if this value isAdmin is true, it will print this hello admin. If the value this isAdmin is not true, then it will not print it. Go here and check it. It is printing it. And if you see in the DOM, it is written. It is there, right or not? In the DOM, if you see in the div, we will see in future what is this ng content and all, but here paragraph is there, right or not? Sir, what if here backend they changed component value, they changed it to false. If they change the component value to false, what will happen, sir? If they change the component value to false, what will happen? See, it is not coming. It is not coming. See, is it there? Paragraph? No, paragraph is not there. If you see, it got commented. But did you write the paragraph or not? Yes, you wrote the paragraph. The paragraph is you wrote it, but it will not be in the DOM. So you can add an element or you can delete an element from the DOM using this one. Is it clear, ma? Sir, is it clear till now? Are you getting it? What is ng if? Okay, see. For example, if someone get login, okay, then I will write it like if the login is false, then I will use this as a property one. It's like the property binding only. Now here I will say hello user. Only hello user will print only whenever someone logged in only. Okay, if the guy is not logged in, if the login is false, then automatically you will not get that ng if, sir. Okay, so when the login is false, automatically this hello user will not print. Okay, this hello user will not print. Okay, sir, I don't want that. What I want, I want it like I will check it is admin, and if isAdmin is true, okay, then it should print hello admin. If the isAdmin is false, okay, but the guy is logged in. Okay, ESAdmin is false, but the guy is logged in that case I will use something called is if ESAdmin is logged in but he is not an admin, in that case it will say hello user. Okay, first I will check it. So it's like nested if. I think you know what is basically if how it works. Okay, first this is simple if, sir. In your language, if I have to say, normally whatever you learn, this is simple if. Simple if means if the condition is true, it will show. If the condition is false, it will not show anything. It will just not show this one. That's it. But what if else I want? If else. That means if the you logged in is hello user, if he is not logged in, it should say please log in. Okay, it should say something called please log in. How do you do that, sir? I will put one other paragraph. Please log in. Okay, I set an another paragraph, and then you know what I wrote here. Understand this, ma, understand this. This is very very easy and important also. Now if I go here, if I see the output, now the please login is coming. See, when the user is false, please login is coming. And if I said it like is login true, is login is true, then also please login will come. Because please login is just a paragraph, you did not mention any values to it, right or not? You did not mention anything to it, so you should not say this please login, sir. Normally you should not put it in a paragraph. Instead you have something called template, ng template. You have to put this in the ng template, sir. What is that? Ng template. And let's give this one template a name, reference variable. I'm giving one name. Let's take the name as uh let's take the name as uh login message. So this is a message, login message. Now I will say it like if the is login is true, it will go with this one. Else it will go for login message. Now, if you see my logic is this. If the is login is true, it will print the hello user. In case if is login is false, it will print the login message. And login message is inside this ng template. Why you write it inside ng template, sir? By default, whatever you write it in ng template, it will become in a template, sir. That means those things will not be shown directly in the display. Okay, only in the rendering it will show. Now here, if you go, see hello user only came. When it is true, only hello user came. See it here. Is ng template is there here? Here, where is this? Where is that one? Please log in and all. Nothing is there in the DOM, right? Can you see anything in the DOM? No, nothing, sir. Now, if you go here and if you go back, and here I am changing it to false. Just if you change it, I'm not changing anything in the front now. So if I go here now see, it is coming. Please log in. Now, where is hello user? It's not there. But at the same time, see this please login, it is not coming with any other thing. Is it coming with paragraph? No. Is it coming with any other tag, sir? No, it won't come with any element. That is called ng template. Ng template means without any element you can write that. Okay, is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Is it clear, ma? Any doubts? Yeah. Okay, now let's do somewhat more. Okay, you can also do it the same one in the falsy way. Some people do it, some people don't like to go with true way, so they will put something called falsy way. What is this falsy way? Falsy way means same thing. I am putting not is login. That means when the is login is true, okay, when the is login is true, it will check for not is login. That means what it become? False. Whenever the is login false only, whenever is login false only, it will show the screen. Okay. If it is login is true, it will show please login. Okay. It's exactly oppositely I'm doing it. Okay. Now see, is login is false, but it is showing it hello user. But if I go here and if I make is login is true, then it will show on the screen is login. So that not exactly behaves, make the things behave in a different direction. Okay, not means true will become false, false will become true. In future, we will deal with asynchronous functions. At the time, these things will come more and more. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts? No. Sir, what if, see, this guy is logged in, this guy is logged in, and, and, like, I have one value, user value is admin. I will check it here. I will check it here. One more condition. What if I want to check one condition here? One more condition. Two conditions. Is login and user equals to admin. User equals to. So you will go with triple equals, sir, so that it will check the arg type also. Admin. So I am checking it here. It started with is login. Okay. Is login admin. Okay, this admin I will put it in single quotation, sir, so that there won't be any confusion. Perfect. Opening of p tag not terminated. Okay. Here the main message is there now. Now perfect. Quotation marks. Okay. Now ng if is c, this is very important. Okay, this is very important. Ng if works like an attribute to the HTML components. Not only ng if, every directive works like an attribute here. Okay. Now structural directives are like this ng if or ng switch or ng for. This works like the attributes to the HTML elements, sir. I am writing here ng if, and in this I gave now two conditions: is login and user equals to admin. Okay. Now here, if I write it is login is true and if user value admin, then only it will print hello user. Okay, I will write it instead of hello user, I will write it here hello admin. Okay. If user value is login and the user value is not an admin, then it will go with the login message. Now see, hello admin, it is printing it. Okay. Now you can even write something like else. You can even write something called else. Okay. And login message. Now, sir, again in this login message, again you can put an ng if. Again and again you can put an another ng if. That means you will have something called else if kind of case. Okay. Is it clear, sir? Till now, is it clear, ma? Now, yeah, now. So let's do more. For every element you can use this, sir, this ngif. Now if I go here, but in recent times they changed it actually. If you go here, sir, in this program, what is asterisk value? Someone said it like, what is asterisk means? Asterisk means whenever you are taking the directive, you will put that asterisk symbol, ma. All the structural directives will have the asterisk symbol by default. Okay, there is no meaning, separate meaning for that. And someone asked where is the user detail? User is inside the component. Okay, and those details will come to the template. Okay, now this is an official documentation for Angular, for old Angular, sir. Okay, if you write it here, ng if, okay, these are the things old one. Okay, now in olden times we used to do with this ng if or ng if then. Okay, this is how, see how it is working. It, they are using then also, they are using then also. So that means, what does it mean by that, sir? It means instead of directly writing it here, they are writing it here. Now see, they created they created one div, and in this div is an empty div, right or not? Now let's give this div, I'm giving one div my class, so that you will understand about this div. And here I'm writing it ng if, ng if, you can write it ng if or ng if else or so many things. Ng if, and I'm saying it is login, if this guy is logged in. Okay, then here, if he is logged in, I can say then let's give this one also a name, ng template. Why you are making it as a template, sir? So that it won't be any other element. Okay, and it will not all show on the screen directly. Now I'm giving it here, log after login message, after login message. I'm keeping whatever the name I like, because these are template reference variables. Now if I say it like, then after login message, else login message. So if you go here, if you go and see your code, in the code you are getting it hello admin, because because the is login is true, is login is true. Not only you are getting it hello login, if you see it here, and whatever you are getting this hello login, it must be inside this DOM. See? This hello admin is inside one div. Okay, now same thing, sir. If I'm going here and making this is login as false, now if you go here and if you change it here, please login is coming. Okay, so you can go with the templates like that, sir. Okay, now these are the basic examples when you go for ngf. So what more you can have it, sir, along with this? What if what if you want to have it something like this? Okay, now based on the condition, now now go here. Now next one, this is the dot then block, sir. Now you can even store the things as a value also. This is also an interesting thing. Now you can store here, is login is there, na? Is login. Is login is a condition, right or not? Now if I say it like value, as value. So is login, I am storing it as a value, and now what I am doing it, I am printing that value here. Okay. I'm printing this value here. What I will print it here is value. Okay, not in this. Okay. Say value. Now if you go here, if you see false, true, it's not coming. Let me just write it here only. Now if you see it is printing true now. Can you see it here? True. See again, everyone see it here. Now I'm getting true. Why I'm getting it true? I'm getting it true because here, whenever this condition, if condition is true, and that value, I am storing it inside the value. I'm storing it inside the value. So you can take it, you can store the values, whether true or false, those things, you can store it directly inside a particular value, and you can print them also. Okay, you can directly print them as a string interpolation. So did I declare that value here? No. Did I take them anywhere? No. Automatically whatever the value is login is coming, I am storing it is login in another variable also. Okay, that also can be done. Okay, I hope till now everyone is clear. Okay, now let's do some more examples, sir. Let's do some more simple examples. The more and more we do, the more and more we will get it. Now I just put everything in the comments, sir. Now I will go here. Now let me give here one value, which is show equals to true. I'm taking one value, show equals to true. So initially show value is true, sir. Remember that show value is true. Now I will do one code. You have to tell me. You have to tell me what it will do. It will write it something like this. Mm. One button, a button is there. Okay. Now this button will contain here one value, show, hide, or show. If I on click the button, if I click the button, how do you make the data binding? I'm making the data binding also. Here event binding it is. If I click on the button, you know what it will do? It will take it show equals to not show. How many of you understand this line? See, I will tell you one everything. Now, sir, if the show value is true, if the show value is true, it will show on the button hide. See, now if the show value is true, it will show text as hide. If the show value is false, it will show. If the show value is true, see, I used ternary operator. If show value is true, it will show hide. If show value is false, it will show. See, false, it will show. Okay, that is okay. Button text is okay. Now what do you write it in click action, sir? If I click this button, if I click this add button, then show value will become not show. Not show means, for example, if it is true, then show value will become false. If the show value is false, whenever I click it, it will become true. Now if I go here, if I click on this show hide, show hide, show hide, show hide, show value is become true, true, false, true, false, true, false, and that is why the text is also changing. Is it any doubts my here? Is it any doubts my here? No. Now what I will write it? I will write it here. A div, a div. Okay. Now what I will write it here is ng if I'm writing it here show. Okay. If show is true, then show one, show one, else show two. Sir, what is this show one, show two, sir? I will write it. This div is empty, and I'm writing it here ng template. Okay. Ng template, sir. Control C, Control V, and now here I'm giving this one as something hash show one, this one as hash show two. Names I gave, spelling show two. Now if I give it here some value, okay, okay, this is the show, okay. Now if the show is false, then I will say nothing to show, nothing to show. Now let's go to your code, and if you see it here in the code, see, nothing to show. Why? Because show is false. If I click on it here, this is the show. Show becomes true. See, in the DOM it is changing it. Can you see in the DOM they are changing it, ma? Can you see it, sir? In the DOM they are changing. Did you understand my any doubts here? Is it clear, sir? I hope it's clear, ma. Okay, and this is called, this is way you, so that is why we will say dynamically we will change the DOM elements. Okay, we will show the dynamically DOM elements. This is how we will do that. Okay, okay. Now, hmm, now, but interesting point is this: in this div, the main div is there. For example, here I'm writing something. But will this something will show on the screen, sir? No, not at all. See, is the something is in here? No. If I click on show, no. See, something is not there. Sir, automatically what will happen, here you created one div. This div you gave one condition, ng if, and you said show, if the show is true, call the show one. Then automatically what will happen? If the show is true, it will take this hash one and it will cut it and it will paste it here. Okay, in case if the show is false, if the show is false, then else show 2 na, then what it will do, it will take the second one, it will take this second one and it will paste it here. In both the cases whatever the show whatever the something is there here, whatever the value here something, it will be ignored, sir. Automatically it will be by default ignored. Is it clear, sir? I hope it's clear. Instead of directly creating here from the DOM, you can create it from the back, sir. Okay, okay. Now you can store the value as a variable, and yeah, that's it. Now let's discuss here. One more interesting point is there. Angular, sometimes in Angular also, in the ng template here, what if you want to do with ng if? Okay, sir, here I'm creating directly one ng template, sir. In the ng template only I want to write it. Okay, not on the div. So let's write it here, ng template. See, it doesn't matter. Okay, but you can do something called property binding also. Ng template can take the values using property binding also, sir. Okay, using the property binding you can do ng if or ng if else kind of properties are there. You can take this property for static one. Okay, uh, we will have something called content projection and all. We will discuss this content projection later, but this is a basic if, sir. Okay, we have similarly ng switch, ng for, which we will discuss tomorrow, and we will also discuss how these things will have the main concepts, how you can use it in projects. But sir, interestingly, this is till Angular 16. In Angular 17 how it changed, but sir, this is educational purpose only. Angular 17 will not be used in the companies. It recently came. I don't think we are starting to use Angular 17 is not using in the companies. Why it is came like this? Angular 17. Okay, see, I will write it here. Angular.dev. That is the Angular 17 website. Okay, they just changed it, sir. They just changed it. They because most people did not like this ngif, so they made it at the rate if. If you see it here, if cases now ng if built-in directives. See, this is the old syntax which is ng if. Okay, but it is changed ng if, ng for, these things changed as at the rate if. Where it is, directives, structural directives. Oh, what happened? It is changed now. Why? Okay, at the rate if. Okay, it is not working nicely this one, but I will show. See, that the rate if. This is what they did it in the recent times. They made it something like this one. So how the programming like that you can use it directly. Okay, sir, code will be pushed into the GitHub, and GitHub link is in the drive. You can check it, sir. Always the code, everyday code will be pushed into the GitHub, sir. If you check it your drive, if you check your drive, sir, for someone asked question, and this one I'm just telling you. If you check the drive, sir, in the drive there is one file for GitHub. I think, where is the GitHub file? Okay, I think there is no GitHub link file. Okay, I will put the GitHub link here. Okay, but understand it, but everyone remember my GitHub link for this particular project here is GitHub Angular 730, and in this every day the code will be uploaded, sir. Okay, I'm posting this one in the chat, and I will put it the link in the one file, and I will put it in the drive also. Okay, tomorrow we are gonna discuss ng for ng switch in the thing, sir. Okay, Sujit Kumar, dates of the updated files are incorrect in drive. Where? No, they are not incorrect, they are correct only. Whenever you upload them, they will be okay. I don't know. Yes, it has to be October 29. No, not. Yesterday only I pushed these things. Why they are like that? I don't know. Last modified by me. It has to be yesterday, right? Because yesterday only I pushed them. Okay. No idea. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. If anyone is not getting, someone said it like, sir, my component packages are not downloading. When I'm taking CD Angular, they show the path error. And what is the problem, sir? Okay, let me take it here. Let me give you unmute option, everyone, and you can tell me your errors. Those things will be good. You can tell me, ma, anyone have any errors? Anyone have any doubts? Tell me now. Hello, anyone have any doubts? You can tell me, ma. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, good morning, sir. Hello.
Can you hear me? Unmute yourself if you have any doubts.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Aditi Raj is saying that Aditi Raj is saying that sir, I still have the same problem. Can you share your screen, Aditi Raj, so that we can see it exactly the problem is? Okay. Now, Aditi Raj, it will not work like that. You know why it is not working? Because you are not in the workspace. This Angular folder for you is not a workspace. Angular folder for you is normal Angular folder. So if you write it ng generate, it will not work. Okay. Instead, you should write it ng new application. You should write it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, try it ng new application. Okay, because for me workspace, it is there in workspace. That means package.json and all are there. Okay, for you it is not workspace. So you should write it. You should write ng new. Yeah. Any other ones have any doubts? Okay, hope not. Thank you all.